One small moment can quietly take control of an entire day. A single word, a look, a careless comment. And suddenly your heart feels heavy and your mind loses its balance. But it's not the moment itself that steals your peace. It's the reaction you choose to carry. This happens to all of us. We often believe our emotions are shaped by what other people do. But in truth, they are shaped by how we respond. The person who controls their reaction controls the moment. When you are calm inside, you create clarity outside. This is a story about learning that quiet strength. In a peaceful village surrounded by green hills, there lived a young man named Thomas. He was strong in body, hardworking, and capable. Yet inside, he felt constantly exhausted. It wasn't because life was cruel, but because he reacted to everything. A harsh word from a neighbor would stay with him all day. A careless comment from a friend would follow him into the night. A small insult lived in his mind for weeks. People thought Thomas was angry, but really, he was just overwhelmed. Without realizing it, Thomas began to imagine every emotional wound as a stone. Each time someone hurt him, he would pick one up. He placed it into an invisible bag on his back and continued walking. Day after day, the bag grew heavier. His steps slowed. His shoulders bent forward under the strain. The joy faded from his eyes. Even on the brightest mornings, the world felt dull and colorless. The weight was relentless. One quiet morning, Thomas decided to leave the village and walk into the mountains behind it. He hoped the fresh air and solitude would clear his mind. The path was calm. The sky was a pale, gentle blue. Birds rested on thin branches, and a soft wind moved through the tall grass. Yet every step was a struggle. The weight he carried turned this gentle path into a difficult climb. It felt as if he were walking through thick mud. As he climbed higher, he noticed an old traveler walking toward him from down the path. The man was thin, carrying only a small bundle tied with a simple rope. His steps were light, and his face was peaceful. He moved with an ease that suggested nothing weighed him down. When their paths crossed, the old man stopped and spoke with a kind voice. "You look tired," he said, his eyes full of compassion. "Your burden seems heavier than your strength." Thomas let out a heavy sigh and nodded. He explained that he carried many stones. Curious, the old man asked what kind of stones they were. Thomas hesitated, then slowly opened his invisible bag. Inside were stones of all shapes and sizes. Some were rough and jagged. Others were smooth and heavy, some large and some small. "These are the words and actions that hurt me," Thomas said quietly, his voice filled with weariness. "I could not ignore them, so I decided to keep them." The old man looked at him with calm, understanding eyes. He then bent down, picked up 2 stones from the path, and held them in his hands. "These stones are the same," he said. He placed one of them back on the ground, and then handed the other one to Thomas. "The person who hurt you," the old man explained, "is like this stone on the ground." They threw it and walked away. They carried nothing. Then, he gently closed Thomas's hand around the second stone. "This stone," he said, looking at Thomas, "is your reaction. You are the one who chose to pick it up. By carrying it, you make your own journey heavy." The words settled deeply in Thomas's chest. For the first time, he saw the truth with absolute clarity. All these years, the weight was never forced upon him. He had chosen to carry it, one stone at a time. Slowly, he opened his hand. The stone fell to the ground with a soft, quiet thud. "How do I stop carrying them?" Thomas asked, his voice barely a whisper. The old man smiled. "Leave each stone where it falls. Let the earth keep what was never yours to begin with." With trembling hands, Thomas removed the heavy bag from his back and opened it fully. One by one, he took out the stones and returned them to the ground. Some he placed down gently, almost ceremoniously. Others rolled down the green hillside, disappearing into the grass. With every single stone he released, his breath softened, his chest felt lighter. His back began to straighten. For the first time in many, many months, he looked up at the sky and truly saw its beauty. The world was vibrant again. They walked together for a while in comfortable silence. When Thomas looked again to thank the old man, he was gone. He was alone on the path, but he no longer felt overwhelmed. He felt free. From that day on, Thomas practiced awareness. When harsh words came his way, he paused. When judgment appeared, he breathed. When an insult knocked at his heart, he asked himself one simple question: do I want to carry this? Most of the time, the answer was no. His steps grew lighter. His mind grew clearer. He began to notice the world again, the deep green of the leaves, the sound of flowing water in the village stream, the joyful laughter of children playing, the warmth of a simple conversation. His life was the same, but his experience of it was completely different. Each night, before he went to sleep, Thomas practiced letting go. He would sit quietly and recall one moment from the day that still felt heavy in his mind. He would imagine it as a stone in his hand. Then, he would whisper softly to himself, "This is not mine to carry." He would breathe out slowly and, in his mind, place the stone on the ground beside him. Night after night, his invisible bag grew lighter and lighter. Peace did not arrive suddenly like a thunderstorm. It arrived gently, one released stone at a time, like a quiet sunrise. We cannot choose what other people do. We cannot control their words, their moods, or their actions. But we always have the power to choose what we carry. Your reaction is the weight on your back, and it shapes the path you walk. Calm is not weakness. Calm is control. One calm choice can save an entire day. Peace begins the moment you decide to set the stone down. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content that helps you find peace and strength from within. Take care.